All right, guys, we're making an amazing, even more importantly, incredibly easy keto chili dog bake today. And it is the season for comfort food. It's cold outside. We're just craving something warm, and this is gonna really hit the spot. And it's so easy. You can make it in just a few minutes. You're gonna start off with some ground beef into a skillet. And I'm just realizing I ordered way too much ground beef. You're supposed to do 1 pound and I bought 2.5, but that's okay because I can save the other half for, like, I don't know, low-carb taco night or something. So take half the beef, put it into your frying pan, skillet, whatever you're using here. If you have an oven-safe one, it's gonna make your life easier. Mine is oven-safe, meaning I can take this straight, because it's a bake, right? Instead of putting it in a baking dish, if it all fits in there, I might just use this pan in the oven. If it doesn't fit, then I'll have to use a baking dish. But either way, we'll make it happen. It's so annoying that all these knives say you're not allowed to wash them in the dishwasher, and then I do it anyways, and they get rusty. Am I supposed to use them once they have rust on them? Look at that, that's pretty bad. It's frustrating. I just want a knife that, like, this would be a good spot for an ad. If you have a knife company. To be honest though, I'm kind of done with the ads. I don't know if I'm gonna do any more. I mean, I liked the products that I recommended, but the problem is I just really don't enjoy making that sort of content. It's kind of awful to make. So, because companies can be picky and stuff, and I just don't want to do it anymore. So you gotta watch the channel more because, you know, I'm trying to support my family here. So watch all my videos over and over again. All right, so we got hot dogs. Now I went with like 100% all beef hot dogs. So you can do as many hot dogs as you want. I'm gonna just do the whole pack because if I don't, it'll go to waste. And I'm just gonna chop it into like 1/2-inch pieces here. It's funny, the other night I was just like looking through the pantry, trying to come up with a recipe just based on ingredients I have. That's always fun. You ever done that? I made quite a Frankenstein's monster of a dish that was kind of like barbecue sausage. It was like sausage, I don't know, in a pan with just whatever I could find. My knife couldn't even cut through hot dogs. That's pretty pathetic. If your knife can't cut through hot dogs, you might need a new knife. So I've got those like sharpening things that you like the little honing, whatever, cylinder thing that goes in your knife drawer. It's missing. I can't find it. So I've just got really dull knives. So I got my beef. It's starting to sizzle. So I'm just gonna break it up with a wooden spoon here. We want to get that nice and browned. I don't think this skillet's gonna. I don't know if this skillet's gonna fit the whole recipe or not. It's questionable. All right, so our beef is cooking. I guess I could use a spatula at this point to like turn it over because I want to get it browned on all the sides. So I did a chili video recently and you guys seem to like the recipe. You seem to enjoy it. But I was thinking, so we drive by this place all the time that's like a hot dog place. And my wife is a big fan of chili dogs, right? Chili dogs is her thing. You know, basically that, you know, you take the hot dog, but then you elevate it by putting chili on top. So the idea of this is we want that, but we want it keto, and we want, the best way to have it keto is to get rid of the bun, but that's just kind of boring if you just put it on your plate with some chili on top and have no bun. It's always like a little depressing when you have to do that. So the idea here is we turn it into a bake so you don't feel like you're missing out on anything. It's just a complete dish all on its own. I am using 80-20 ground beef, which is a little higher calorie. Interesting fact, fun fact, 80-20 is higher calorie than 90-10. I know most of you are like, duh, Dave, but some people watching are just like, really? What? Because that was maybe me like 1.5 years ago, I didn't know. But I would say our beef looks cooked through, so I'm gonna just strain some of that excess grease off. Okay, so I took it off the heat for a second. I did drain the grease. You're technically supposed to leave it on the heat, but I was feeling rushed. So I just took it off the heat. Wow, my can opener did a number on that. 6 ounces of sugar-free tomato paste. And we'll put this back on the heat and add our, ooh, my wooden spoon is cooking. We're gonna add all of the 6 ounces of tomato paste into it. And that's gonna kind of give us our chili base feel, our vibes. Are they vibes? Is that what it is? 6 ounces of that. Then we're going to want a teaspoon of cumin. Ooh. Speaking of cumin, I just bought this one. 1 teaspoon of that. A teaspoon of garlic powder. This is simple, so we're not going like crazy with the spices, doing crazy new ingredients you've never heard of. I wanted to do something super easy. You're craving a you know, chili cheese dog, and you want it keto, you want to stick to your diet, and you just want something super good. That's the point of this recipe. Want 2 tablespoons of chili powder. and hopefully not spill too much. I was like 1 1/4. Doesn't need to be exact, but get close to 2 tablespoons. And then we're gonna mix it up like so. My heat's on medium. You also wanna add a little bit of salt and pepper. So I'm just gonna dash on a little pepper and a little bit of salt. I mean, to taste, you could do a ton, I don't know. It's your taste. That was probably 1/2 teaspoon of salt. It might need more, we'll see. And I'm just gonna mix this up. Yeah, my pan's getting a little crowded. I don't know, is wooden spoon still the right tool to be using here, guys? Or should I be switching to something else at this point? Seems like it needs some liquid. It's a little dry. Did I drain too much grease? I ask questions, guys, because I, like maybe you, or maybe not, am always learning. I'm always learning when it comes to cooking. I'm not a professional. I'm just doing my best. Trying my best. That's a song. That's a song. It gets stuck in my head a lot. Because I feel like it's my, it's my mantra. Me trying my best to do things. So we just want this to become fragrant. I can already smell it. I can already smell the spices and stuff, so it's already kind of happening. Up next, you're gonna have a choice. I've just got these hot dogs sitting in front of me for this whole video. Get out of the way, hot dogs. Up next, you can choose. You can do beef broth, or if you don't have it, just do water. It's fine. Beef broth's definitely gonna add a little bit of depth to the flavor. We want about 1/2 cup of that or so not too much. And once this gets fragrant, we'll add the beef broth. I have a theory. My theory is my strainer did such a good job getting out the grease that this is actually a little too dry. So I'm gonna do a full cup. But if yours looks a little bit wetter than mine and you're cooking it, feel free to just stick to the 1/2 cup. But I'm gonna add a full cup of beef broth because I'm concerned mine's just gonna end up being super dry. Yeah, I like that better. Let me see, can I clean off my wooden spoon now? I like how I'm just sticking to the wooden spoon. Minimal dishes, Dave. That should be my new name. I'm changing the channel name to oh, but you know what? I just used another dish to get the spoon clean, so I ended up wasting a dish anyways. Oh well, now I'm double stirring this. See, it already is looking like a chili, isn't it? But we have a secret ingredient that's gonna add fiber and thicken it up and really make it extra delicious. So look forward to that. It's coming very soon. Wow, this is sizzling quick. My heat's not even that high, but it's already sizzling pretty quick. So I'll keep it moving. Yo, it does legit look like the chili they put on your hot dog when you get a chili cheese dog. Doesn't it? Look at that. It's pretty cool. It looks good. All right, so we really want to just bring this to a simmer, which I feel like we've already done in a sense. So we're gonna pull it off this heat. We're gonna put it over here, and we're gonna add our secret ingredient. Now our secret ingredient, again, this is optional. You can skip it if you don't have it, is psyllium husk fiber. A lot of times if you're on keto, you're seeking a lot of fiber, and that's a big part of your macros. And this also will thicken it up really nicely. So we're just gonna mix in our secret ingredient. It's gonna make it nice and thick. And then once we get that mixed in, we're gonna add in our hot dogs. Like I said, it's a very easy recipe. Yeah, man, it looks so good. You know, I'm telling you, this channel is gonna blow up once I get smell-o-vision. Well, if I get my farting under control. Just kidding. Just kidding about the farting. Kidding about the farting, guys. I mean, it was a pretty good joke, though. But yeah, no, the smell of this makes it so much more like, All right, so we got that all mixed in. We're gonna add in our hot dogs. And again, you can cut the hot dogs to whatever size you want. They've been the star of the show. They've been sitting on the sidelines. I'm gonna mix those in. And now this is where you get your baking pan and turn your oven to 375 if you haven't done that yet. My oven's already on 375, and I am gonna bake in this pan. And I'm really hoping I don't burn my hand. I have a really bad habit of using a pan to cook something like this, and then I'll take it out safely with like an oven mitt or something, and then I'll put it on the counter, and then I'll go to move it, grab it, and melt my fingers. So hopefully I don't do any of that. So this is where we're at, guys. It looks pretty good. Take a cup of cheddar cheese, shredded cheddar, or whichever cheese you like. You know, we're talking about a chili cheese dog here, and just spread that over it. I think that's probably more like 1/2 cup to 3/4 of a cup. Let me see if I have any more cheese. I do. So I will add a little more. I want it to be nicely coated with the cheese. The Coney Island dogs. This reminds me of when I went to Cincinnati and I got Cincinnati chili dogs. Those were really good. We've made Cincinnati chili on this channel. It's not keto, but it was good. 375 degrees into the oven. And go ahead and cook that for 10 minutes. Now, while it cooks, you can get sour cream. That's a good topping for it. And if you want, you can dice up some green onions, which I will do. All right, so here it is. Came out of the oven. I may let the cheese go a little too long. Like I did 10 minutes. Maybe I should have done like 9 or 8. But overall, it looks delicious. This is our keto chili hot dog bake. and I'm ready to try it. Now, my strategy to not burn myself was to put the thingy on the handle so that I can, you know, move it around and stuff and grab it and remember that it's hot. So hopefully that works. This is probably not practical, but you're supposed to add a dollop of sour cream, like so. And, I don't know, let's make it look good. And some green onions. Now, I think realistically, if you're making this at home, you just do that in your own bowl. Not the whole dish wide, but I do think it looks pretty good. This is our final product. I want to save some for later, so I'm gonna extract the portion with the sour cream that I did, because the sour cream I don't think would hold up in the fridge as leftovers. So, oh, if I can get it out successfully. Oh dang, look at that. Look how good that looks, though. Steamy and delicious. So that's kind of what it looks like inside. See the hot dogs, the chili, all that goodness. It's really gonna be a very hearty, low carb treat. Just ignore my bowl being all dirty, but I'm gonna try it. And, you know, will I melt my face off? Yes. Whatever. A giant spoonful. A spoonful of honey helps the medicine go down? So good. Wow. That's really good. Wow. It's like a chili cheese dog without all the carbs. I love it. So a quarter of the whole dish is gonna be about 550 calories, 6 carbs, which isn't terrible. Definitely can fit that into your keto lifestyle. And of course, most of that's coming from the tomato paste. Here's the nice part, 32 grams of protein, really solid, 4 grams of fiber, and 42 grams of fat. Obviously, we're getting helped a lot by the psyllium husk fiber, which is powder, which is adding fiber. All right, we're ending it here. Thank you guys, hope you enjoyed the video. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.